Get a cup, get a cup, get a cup. Update video, woo! Hello. Welcome back to another video. This is an update video or a rambling video. I don't know what you want to call this, but it's unique. It's not like normal. I hope people enjoy this kind of video. And yeah, I just want to talk about a few things in this. So updates regarding my life and just some thoughts that I've had regarding other things. First of all, if you aren't aware, I had surgery a couple months ago now, and I'm basically all recovered, which is good news, right? However, it turns out I have to have surgery again in another couple months. When I went for my initial surgery, I had two problems. I thought they were going to deal with both of these problems at the same time. They did not. They only dealt with one. I did not learn that until after, like a month or so after the surgery. So now it turns out I have to go and get another surgery sometime in, I think, October. I might try to get it pushed up if I can, I don't know. So I'm kind of left with an issue. I can't really return back to what I was doing for work because what I was doing was more of like a blue-collar job where there is some physical activity involved, and you know, if I have this issue, working may be strenuous and put some kind of, you know, it may make the situation worse. So I'm not sure what I'm doing. So that is one piece of news. I'm kind of like, I'm stuck in like a limbo of like, I'm not sure what I'm doing. I don't know, I might have to go find a different job or something. I don't know. That's something that's going on. The next thing is, I wanted to share a memory with you. This is completely different than what I was just talking about, but this memory happened while I was at my last job. So, at my last job, I was outside one day, and this is probably my best memory from this job. Like, the people at this job are great, and I love the people. I just didn't like the job particularly. But I was outside one day, and there was a flower, and the flower kind of looked like almost like a tube, where it was like this and then went up. If I can find a picture, I might try to put it on here, because I really don't know what it is, but I'll find something that looks kind of like it. And a bumblebee, you know, with the big ones with the big butts, flew up and was trying to get the nectar out of it. However, it was too fat, so it put its little legs out the back of the petal and was crawling into the petal, or to the flower, with his legs dangling out his back end. And it was so, I don't know, something about that just sticks in my mind as being such a wholesome and adorable moment, and something that, you know, I didn't like that job that I was doing. It's not who I am. But, like, if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have been able to witness that moment. So make of that what you will, but I think it goes to show you that in whatever situation you find yourself, there's always things to be grateful for, and things that if you look out for, you can find some magical scenes or magical, you know, moments. Another little update is that I have my next album coming out. I don't really want to say the name of it yet, but just be on the lookout. It will be out on August 31st, as well as I have 3 singles from that album releasing August 3rd, the 10th, and August 17th. Which they will all have their own music video, and I'll have one music video on the day of the album release. So that's another little update. I finally, oh my gosh, it took me so long to master it. It took me so long. It's been done for like a month, but I was mastering it for so long. The biggest problem I believe, is at least mixing my vocals into the audio, because it's such a pain. And each vocal, like sometimes, like the album is like 25 gigs big, just because of how many audio cuts and takes I had to do. So I have so many clips of audio that may be different volume ranges. So like throughout this, trying to master it so that my volume was all one level, even with compression and gaining and stuff like that, is such a pain in the butt to try to master it. And I think this is my best mixed album, and in this album I've also added more vocal effects, and I've also tried to add more effects to the actual instruments to make it a little bit more unique. And I don't know, I always like to push myself and progress in anything, because if you aren't pushing and you aren't progressing, you're stagnant. And if you're stagnant but other people they're always pushing, then if you're stagnant, you're actually falling behind, right? So this album, I've tried to push myself further, and the next album, I want to even do it further. So yeah, that's the latest album news. All right, what else is there to talk about? I was listening to a book, and I had a little realization. Now, I've heard this said before, and it didn't really click in as much as it did until I heard this. I've heard people often mirror your beliefs about them. So if you think, oh, my parents hate me, or my parents don't do this, I'm the least favorite or whatever, if you believe that, it tends to be your experience because of your belief. And I've heard stuff like this before, and it didn't really click in until I heard I was reading a book or listening to a book. What they said that stuck out was, if you can change your opinion of someone, then your opinion before wasn't actually accurate. I believe the phrase is, everyone is yourself pushed out, where everyone's, they're different and unique, but your experiences with them really tend to correlate with your beliefs regarding them. So I felt like I was having trouble explaining this. I found like a 30-second clip which kind of explains it.
Your particular relationship to another influences your assumption with respect to that other, and makes you see in him that which you do see. If you can change your opinion of another, then what you now believe of him cannot be absolutely true, but is only relatively true.
So I hope that kind of explains better. If you can change your opinion of someone, then what you initially believed wasn't 100% true of who they are. Anyway, so that's kind of it for this video. I just want to make a little rambling. Hopefully it's a little bit interesting, I don't know. I hope you guys are excited for the next album. I'm really excited to see people's response to it. If you do reactions, or I would love to see people's reaction to the music videos that come out for it and to the album itself. I have it set so this album will not be claimed on YouTube. So if you do reactions or whatever and you're just kind of like, oh, I don't want to get a video claimed or whatever like that, it shouldn't be claimed. It's not set to be claimed on YouTube. So I would love to see people's reactions, and I would actually like to react to your reaction, because I just want to see people's reaction to it. But anyway, that's it for this video. Hopefully you liked it. I'll see you guys next time.